everyone, and welcome to today's capsule, the fundamentals of grievance and issues management. Today's video will be on the introduction to the grievance portal. Having multiple or expanded channels to collect feedback about your project or even maybe some grievances related to your company's operations or project from stakeholders will always have a positive impact on the relationship with them. The good news is Borealis offers an online portal when you get the grievances and issues add-on, and it's a tool that can be used by stakeholders to submit feedback or grievances directly into your Borealis application. I'm really excited to show this one to you, and let's get right into it without further. The first thing that I do want to highlight is that the grievance or feedback portal, you can see I've actually renamed it to feedback, can be configured in multiple languages. So you see I have it selected to English. There's also the option to switch to French and Spanish as well. And this is all set up in Borealis. We'll get to that again in the second video, but I just want to highlight for navigation purposes that you can change the languages around. Now, when you access the grievance portal, this is the homepage that you would land on with the URL. If you do need your URL, ask your super user for it. I'm sure they know where to find it and how to provide it to you. I also do want to note that on the homepage, this title, all this text you see here as well, is completely customizable, and it's not set to what you see here. It can be customized by your super user. When we do get to the home page, we are met with a few options. The option to file a grievance or feedback. Again, these can all be customized, or to access an existing feedback or grievance that I submitted as a stakeholder. So let's click on access a grievance first and see what happens. So we get met with this page. Again, we do have the option to go back home, access a grievance, which will bring us here, or to quickly file a grievance or feedback, and then we could swap between the languages again at the top. If I did have a grievance number and a password, I could access I guess a grievance or feedback that I submitted to you, and I could see your responses as well and follow up with you through the portal and have interactions with you, and you can have interactions with your stakeholder on this typical grievance. But we don't have one created right now. We're going to go back to the home page, and we're going to go ahead and actually take the role of the stakeholder and file our first feedback or grievance. So as mentioned, to get back home, we can just click the home button there at the top and it'll bring us right back to the landing page. So if I'm a stakeholder and I'm looking to file a grievance or submit feedback to your company about your project or operations, I could do so with the file a grievance button. Again, this could be customized to say grievance, feedback, whatever you would need it to be. But let's click on it here, again, taking the role of the stakeholder. And it'll open up this form here that we are able to fill out and start to submit our grievance to you. So how we would do this as a stakeholder is we would select the type of grievance. So this is, again, the available list that is inside of Borealis when you create one. So maybe we could say this is just a grievance. We can also add in feedback, things like that as well. Then if I'm the stakeholder, I'm going to make a description about what it is that I'm looking to get or complain about in some cases, or file a grievance about. So let me just type up my story here and I'll just get back to you in a quick sec. So what I've noticed is that the trucks that have been coming through my neighborhood, they have been speeding down the road, sometimes even while children are close to the road, or playing as well. This poses a big safety risk. So as a stakeholder that's affected by your operations, I'm looking to just submit this feedback. So that's what I'm looking to communicate to you. The next step here is we can now attach a file if we have one. So let me show you how to do that. Now, maybe I have a picture that I'd like to submit of the truck that I saw speeding so that you can identify who it was, or a picture of some damage or maybe some files. I could do that here. So all I do is click Select File. It'll open up a menu to browse your computer. I'm just going to drag over my picture here of a speeding truck, and you see that it attached it just like that. Now, the next part is where I could submit some information about myself. So I can remain anonymous and then just submit this to you and call it a day. But if I want to provide you with some more information, I can. So to start off, I can select a title, like Mr. Miss. These are all preloaded by your company for the stakeholder to select. Again, customizable. But I just going to start off by entering a first name and last name there so that you can know who is maybe submitting this grievance, for example. Now, I can check this box as a stakeholder saying that I do want to follow up on the progress of this case. So, what this would do for me as a stakeholder is that whenever your company sends a follow up to the grievance, I'll get an email notification and I'll be able to go back to the grievance portal and actually be able to monitor my grievance case. More to come on that. I'm just going to put in my work email there just so we can see what the notifications look like and everything when we get to that portion. I can also provide a phone number, maybe an address that I'm at or the address of the grievance or feedback. And I'm able to provide you with other information like my age group and ethnic group for data purposes and analytics as well. These are all optional and these are actually also programmed in to the system by your super user as well. Now, for more analytics purposes, I can also just select how I heard about the service. Again, this list is customizable. We can add in more values or remove values as necessary. So I'm just going to say I heard about this through an ad at an open house. It is my first time using the grievance portal. And then finally, just have to do a quick CAPTCHA check. Say that you read the terms and conditions and privacy policy. And I also want to note that these here, you see, is left as a canvas for you if you have your own terms and conditions or privacy policies that you can paste them directly in here, or your super user can, again, allowing you to have further customizations. And finally, I'm just going to hit send so that I can send this grievance or this feedback to your company. So we're just going to check the CAPTCHA again. It expired, and we'll click send, and there it is. And that's it for this video. In the next one, we're going to look at how to access a grievance as a stakeholder if I've already submitted one. So stay tuned for that and looking forward to showing you that.